Welcome to the jungle, everyone. I am here with a very old tree that has a lot of different leaves. I think it's good to understand that there's things that outgrow us, that are wise and old, that have been here for many hundred years, 100+ years, because it gives a sense of the eternal, of a line that is outside of our own short scope, so we don't get dragged into temporary things or, in fact, not leading us anywhere. Today, I'll be talking about your conscience because I believe it is the foundation of finding inner peace regardless of anything. Just know that this is only my own experience. It's my viewpoint. Take it or leave it as you wish. You don't have to take it. You can take what you want, what works for you. That is your own responsibility and your own choice. I am in a beautiful sanctuary in Hawaii. This area is giving me a lot of inspiration and gaining a lot of insight. I want to share that. To me, your conscience is also being the warrior, because it is a very deep confrontation with your own sense of, what do I really fight for in this life? What do I wake up for in the morning having this life? In the beginning, you need to realize that you have received this life. You are allowed to experience existence. Life itself is a gift. So your conscience is also a direct face-to-face with your own core motivation of what you want to fight for in this life. So first thing is that life itself, a lot of people either don't realize this, they're ignorant of it, or they don't see it this way, which is fine. Everyone can have their own opinions, but I think the best way that gives most happiness and is most in accordance with the truth, most in accordance with reality, in my opinion, is to see that life is really sacred. Life is a gift. The plants, trees, existence, that you're even allowed to experience existence is sacred. Also, I believe that there is an infinite amount of possibilities. You can do anything. I believe that dreams can come true. I feel everyone is gifted with this life to truly go into the direction of what makes them feel better. I know that not everyone may have the same opportunities in life, and I know that some people may seem more privileges. But I also feel that even though you feel very constrained in your reality, you still have a lot of options and more than you can imagine is possible. I believe miracles are possible. It is really about making certain decisions. And even though what you thought would need to do or have to do or wanted in life, things can still come true in another form, and you will still get the same feeling from what you wish. So, coming back, life is sacred. Just let that sink in and feel that you have been given this life and all the opportunities that you have, that you're allowed to experience. Existence itself is, I have no words for that. So I think it's important to just sit with that and realize that the best would be doing that every day before you start your day. Out of that gratefulness, you can feel that you want to honor how amazing this life is. And with all the possibilities that you have in life, and I believe that we have infinite possibilities, you can honor its sacredness by giving something sacred back that honors life's sacredness. And you can do that in ways from a place that makes you most excited in life and brings you closest to your heart, your compassion, and your excitement. I know that it isn't possible for everyone all the time, but still there will be things that you can do by asking yourself, what am I feeling a little bit better about doing in my current situation than another thing? Realizing that, I feel, gives you a stable foundation of where you can come from before you think about your conscience. Realizing that, we can ask ourselves, what would it be right now that I can really honor my existence here? What do I feel in my heart? And you can actually just feel what your heart says. That would make things a little bit better, that I can honor my existence here. And the answers will come. You hear things, you get inspiration. There's some chickens here, so I'm watching. They draw my attention. Right now there's chicken next to me. They may be making a little bit of chicken sounds. Now we're moving into the conscience. I believe that every single human being has a conscience inside of them, which knows what is right and what isn't. I think it's very important to align our life with our conscience. The chicken agrees. There's many cultures that speak of conscience. In Turkish, it's called vicdan. I think in Christianity, you have this thing called conscience. People think about that before they do an act. They think, wait, will this be a good deed or a bad deed? To me, these are sort of metaphors to see. Ask yourself, am I doing things that are aligned with my conscience or not? When you have certain decisions, like really difficult decisions that you need to make in life, what I did, I was confronted with something very, very difficult one time in my life. What I did was I faced myself in the mirror and I looked myself in the eye and I asked myself, if I look back at my life from my deathbed, for example, the day that I look back at my whole life and I imagine myself in my deathbed, or that I was already dead, or that I had already left this life and I was looking back at my life, asking myself, did I do the right thing? Am I proud of myself and the decisions I have made in my life? I ask myself from that perspective, looking back at my life with this decision, would I be proud of taking that chance that would really help me in my career and development? Or would I be more proud of myself sacrificing that opportunity? And I really became really honest to myself in that moment. Carrying regret does something to you where you lose your power and your self-confidence. So it's very important to ask yourself the real questions and to answer it honestly. And this is also about, what do I stand for? What do I fight for? Confronting myself with that, I really fell into it. I became very honest with myself. I needed some space to be with myself. I fell into it. I checked. I compared the two. After that, I really felt, no, I need to be present. I need to invest. And I sacrificed that opportunity and many more. And I never regretted my decision, even though I missed out on an opportunity to develop myself in that moment. Many years after, I feel like it put me less ahead, but in the end, I gained something that is more valuable. And I feel good with that within myself. So in this life, we put our intention, our effort, our physical body, our minds, and our speech and our own being into certain actions. Like, we work in a certain place, we interact with certain people, we invest in certain goals, we invest our time in a certain job, we say certain things, and we make certain decisions. And that is what our life consists of. And that is what we do with our time. But if we don't confront ourselves with our conscience from that place of, would I really be proud of myself if I would do this? If I look at myself in the mirror and really look at my life, would I really be proud of myself making this decision? Would I say to myself, this was the right thing to do? Or would I be more proud, more happy, and would I feel better, even if I have to sacrifice everything that is dear to me? Would it be the right thing to do to decide to stay? And then you know the answer. Just stay at that point, confront yourself. You know the answer. I think a lot of people aren't honest with themselves, and this could even be done with small decisions like, should I go and see my friends? Should I help? Should I be there for my friend and they are in need? Or should I just say, no, sorry, I'm busy? You could ask yourself, if I am laying in my deathbed and I would think back of all the people that I could have helped that really needed a lending hand, and I just said to them, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Oh, and I just lay around. I have this other thing. Looking back at your life from the position of when you are already dead or when you're laying in your deathbed, would you feel proud of yourself? Would you feel like, I really did the right thing? I am proud of me. I really did the right thing. I am proud of me. Or would you think, I could have been a better person. I could have lended a hand. It wasn't that much effort. Um, I could have felt better about myself and the fact that I would spread my arms out and share and done the right thing in that moment. Even though I didn't know exactly what to do, I would have still tried at least. Would you feel better about that? So I think sometimes it's very hard to make a certain decision. And I think this perspective will really make you feel good about yourself. And I think that is the core of why certain religions installed that in their religion, is that you can decide from a certain perspective. And doing the right thing will truly empower you. It will make you feel good and strong about yourself. And you will no longer need any validation. This is something you can do alone, and you will be satisfied in your life. Even in the darkest of times, you will feel good about what you've done. And it is not easy. Everyone is learning. I don't do the right thing all the time, and neither do other people. But at least if we try our best all together, I believe that this could be a better world for us. We will feel better of ourselves. We will have inner peace regardless of all circumstances, and others too. And we will feel happier with each other. Feel happier with what we do for ourselves and for others. And sometimes it's the right thing to do to take care of yourself first too, and that is okay. But then you may feel a little bit, I didn't help them enough, or I didn't do enough. It is different to have that feeling from guilt than authentically feeling that. So then maybe you can do something like this. I need to take care of myself first, but after that I will do XYZ for you. And then you will have peace. So it's very important to listen to yourself from that point of view, because you can make this life, you can design this life any way you want. You are not left with the options that the external world gave to you. You can create your own options, your own opportunities. And I think we need to get creative there. And that only comes from the inside. And when we make the right decisions from ourselves with what we have and what we feel truly from our conscience, we will have a foundation of having inner peace, real inner peace, regardless of whatever happens, regardless how good, regardless how bad. And a lot of times it means sacrificing what you think makes you feel good or happy, because in the end, that didn't make you feel happy, or a party or something entertaining. In the end, that's not what makes you happy. What makes you happy really from the inside, from the core, is doing the right thing. Is doing the right thing in alignment with your conscience, your integrity. That is what makes you happy. And then the parties can come and go. Bad times can come and go. But if you really do the right thing, regardless of what happens, you will still feel inner peace, and it will decrease your sadness, your sorrow. It will decrease any effects, any negative effects that could come from good and bad times. And you will have inner peace, real inner peace from the core and from the foundation. Just like this tree. I want to thank you for watching. I hope this inspires someone or awakens something in someone, or maybe not, it's fine. But this is what I wanted to share. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think or what you experienced in the comments. Thank you very much and have a great and blessed day. Aloha!